you repeat with.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to create a book cover for a book called Lord of the Flies. So we need to do a couple things. First off, we need to bring in our beach photo. So this one's called Beach something or other.
Oh, we was there yesterday.
Oh yeah, we were at the beach yesterday? Wow. Yeah. That's cool. And so we'll make this big enough to fit in the entire canvas.
Ooh, that's a tree. That was sweet. That's hanging out with branches.
Yeah, branches, driftwood on the beach. Okay, we'll position this right about here. Maybe make it a little bit bigger so it fits through. We're going to make. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take this beach and we're going to rasterize this beach right here. So I'll right-click and rasterize it. So I can get in.
We're going to make those trees and put a hanger on it.
First, we need to get our clone stamp tool here, and we'll press Alt. And what we'll do is we'll erase this boat right here. So we're going to erase that boat. See, the boat disappears. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
The boat just disappears. Okay, so real fast, just erase this boat. We don't have to be super detailed about it because obviously, you know, we're going to have other things kind of in the way. Almost done. Put it back here. It's okay if the color changes slightly here, but what we'll do is we'll just go along this beach. Make sure.
But now the boat is gone.
Now the boat's gone, yeah, basically. Yeah, so we can just erase this little line here. All right, great. Oh, one more. Cool. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to add in this sort of campfire at the top here. And what we'll do is we'll go to File. Well, we can just go over here to our page here, a little folder. I'll close these out just so I can grab this little campfire. See that? That's a cool little campfire on a beach somewhere. And we're going to make this campfire really big so we can just always see the flames. We don't see this little, coffee can because that wasn't part of the book. All right, so we'll have this campfire just chilling out here. And what we'll do is we'll make it...
Our boat Let's go on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're going to make this fire black and white. See all the color went away? And what we'll do is we'll make the reds really bright and we'll make the greens really dark. So that way we'll have a good contrast here. And then what we'll do is we'll add a little mask to it, black and white. I'll just press Alt or Control I to pull that mask away, right? Control D to deselect. And then what we'll do is we'll go to File. Actually, we'll go to our brushes here. And let's find that torn paper brush. So let's just find one of these brushes here. And what we'll do is we'll just like click, once at the top, once in the middle. Actually, yeah. Oh, okay, we did a good job here. Let's put the layer mask on. Yeah, let's take the layer mask off of the black and white, but let's click over here onto the campfire here. Put the layer mask here so it disappears. Alt. Alright, so go to click and make that into a complete mask. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll just click once here, and then click again, maybe one more time, just to make this little kind of area here. And actually, a little higher. Okay, so we have this little strip of that, and then what we'll do is we'll actually add a stroke to this. So I'll right click on this, blending options, and I'm going to add like a white stroke just to separate it a little bit here. So stroke, and then I'll make this stroke white. And I'll press OK. And I'm going to make sure this goes away, so I'll just, there you go. Cool, awesome. All right, and so in the middle here, what we'll do is we'll go to Text Tool, and we'll put, Lord of the Flies here. Lord of the Flies. And I'm definitely going to choose a different font because that font is kind of gross. I'll choose, say, for instance, maybe a more austere font like Bison or Century School Book. Actually, Century School Book might work. Yeah. And I'll have that white. I'll shrink that down small enough to fit. In fact, what we could do is we could probably make of the a little bit smaller. So maybe like 50 or so. I've often seen it sort of stylized that way. And we'll make sure the whole thing is a bit smaller. And let's give it actually some good title casing here. I'll make it a capital L. It's a capital L.
Let's find the boat.
Yeah, find the boat? Yeah. Well, the boat disappeared, and we're going to put in these words. Lord of the Flies at the top. And make sure it's centered, and also add a stroke to this. So right click, press enter, right click.
And the boat's going to come up.
Okay, stroke. I'll make that stroke black. Press OK. There you go. Cool. Now that stands out a bit better. Okay, I should make this stroke a bit thicker. So I'm going to double click on the stroke and sort of like work like that. Maybe 10.
The name is black and white.
Now it's black and white. Cool. All right. So now what we want to do is we just want to fill in the canvas with our different cutouts. So at this point, I'm just going to let you guys go your own route. Remember? So for instance, my thought was...
he was petting that pig.
Yeah, we saw a pig at the fair. We pet that pig, yeah. My thought would be that what we could do is, for example, cut this pig out. Let's do a real quick cutout. I'm going to cut this pig out. One of the big sort of key moments is when the boys successfully go hunt and they catch a pig, and it becomes this sort of like metaphor for the overall savagery for each other is this pig. So I'll just hit a little mask here, and once again we want to make sure that we are. Oops. Really like clipping mask here, and what I'll do is I'll just sort of hang this out. We're right about here, and I'm going to position him kind of towards the. I'll actually erase this branch here with my brush. I got my brush, and I'll make sure I change it to something like soft round.
That pig.
He's asleep. Okay. So I'll just erase this little branch here. And, oops. Actually, it'll be fine. Make it a bit harder. All right, and we'll just position the other guys around him. So, right. So I'll just I'm going to drop these through, and you know the drill. You want to make sure that you make a color curves. Balance, but a color curves. So adjustment layer. So find your adjustment layer, curves. Make sure that this is set to be a clipping mask, and then hold on Alt and click on Auto. And then what we'll do is we'll sample the light and dark colors here. What's happening here?
There's more dark white colors.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Once again, hold on Alt, make sure this is a clipping mask. Auto. All right, here we go. And once again, we'll just sample the dark colors. The dark colors here being this sort of like brownish color. Oops. Make sure we don't have the layer mask selected. Make sure they have the actual.
The boat's right there,
selected.
the boat.
The boat is missing. The boat's gone.
And the boat is right there.
There's no boat there. What are you talking about? Let's do.
I just saw one boat is coming.
Oh yeah, you see on the boat?
Yeah, another boat.
Okay. Midtones, maybe this sort of grayish color here. Maybe a little less like this blue color. And then the highlights are going to be this kind of sandy color here. All right, so now we have this pig kind of hanging out here in the sunlight. All right, so make sure your cutouts are clean. I would put the name of the author, William Golding, as towards the bottom here. Make this a bit smaller. Say like 50 or so. And yeah, very cool. I also put a stroke on. What we can do here is we can go down here to Lord of the Flies, right click on it, say copy layer style, and then go over here and say paste layer style. There we go. Great. Okay, and so just keep adding to it. Position the guys in such a way that they'll kind of look a bit, they look right in terms of perspective. And yeah, see you guys in class.